Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? Welcome back. Now, this is going to be a news brief from me and my perspective, okay? Some things that's going on I just want to talk to y'all about. All right. Before I go on, give you time to get your drink on. Got my coffee. Sheets, baby. Love that coffee, as well as my second one that I'm starting to love is Panera bread, something like that. Their coffee's pretty good too. All right, I ask you to subscribe. Give this video any of my videos you like a thumbs up. Okay, and I want to welcome all my new subscribers and my existing subscribers. All right, and thanks for all your donations. Thanks for all your positive feedback and even your advice, your positive advice that you all been giving me. So this is going to be the news for right now. Okay, some with breaking news and some of the stuff that's going on here in the USA. All right, now first thing I want to talk to you about, when I look down, I got my notes. First thing I want to talk about is the beginning of, there's a lot of new laws going on, okay? When the new year starts in the USA. And one of the laws was to raise wages in California up to $18 to $20 an hour, especially for fast food workers, okay? And things, I always say this always, okay? I'm not saying you don't make plans and things, but things always look better on paper than they actually work out in real life, okay? And I've done stuff where I was like, ooh, I could buy this and do this, and it end up getting dust or not working out, all right? One of the things I want to talk about is the California law, where the fast food workers and other workers supposed to get and are getting a minimum wage raise to between $18 to $20 an hour, okay? And there's nothing wrong with flipping burgers, doing, average jobs. There's nothing wrong with that. I do one. All right, but they were shocked. Most of the workers were shocked when the corporations agree, they're dealing with the new law in California, and they did a massive and are continuing to do a massive layoff of these jobs, of the workers. And they can do that. And it just shocks me to think that a lot of people thought that it's going to be a normal everything, everyday deal, that the people were going to just go ahead and start getting $18 to $20 an hour, working full time and making that new salary, okay? And everything is just going to go smoothly, okay? No. Corporations don't have to hire you. Corporations don't have to keep you as an employee, okay? And as soon as that law passed, and there's still going to be more layoffs. There was a massive amount of layoffs from these, retail, fast food, you name it, okay? They were supposed to get $18 to $20 an hour, okay? And some people will maybe say that, well, if these companies fire these people can get unemployment. And in some aspects, you're right. But even with unemployment, what most people don't realize, that when you get unemployment, you're only going to get at the max a fourth of what you were normally making. And it's going to go on, they're going to go by the salary, not that you're supposed to be making, the $18 to $20 an hour in 2024, but the salary that you were making. So you're going to be living on a fourth, if you're approved, of the money that you were making, okay? And it just amazed me. People were shocked. They were shocked that corporations, no. United States is based on capitalism, okay? And corporations' jobs, whether you like it or not, I don't care what type of nice speech you give, is to stay in business and to take care of themselves and their stockholders. I mean, you may not like me saying it, but it's true, okay? And at this time, when they increase the amount of money that the workers gonna get in California, there's still layoffs. There's layoffs. There's so many layoffs going on right now, not just in the tech industry, okay? Also, business slows down in January and until like the middle of February. So that, you know, hours get cut. They don't need as many people. They don't do as much hiring, okay? Now, I'm not saying some jobs are not hiring, but they just don't. Because one, people get into sticker shock because they start getting those credit card bills back. All that money they spent New Year's, all that money they spent during Christmas, believing everything that the media was saying that the economy was good when it's not. Okay, maybe good for the rich, but it's not great for the middle class or low income. Okay, so they're going through sticker shock. Now they're seeing how those interest rates actually affect, and why so many people were complaining about them. And they're going to see how the interest rate actually affects them, okay, when they get that credit card bill, as they are getting now, okay? So it just really kind of blew my mind that people were shocked, you know. And if you look at, you know, they're not talking about it, but if you look online and read the news, you're going to see layoffs, and you continually going to see layoffs. Google's laying off. A lot of these tech companies are laying off, but not just tech, okay? A lot of companies are still laying off, all right? So it just really blew my mind that people were shocked, okay? Corporations in the United States, they don't have to hire you, and they don't have to keep you, okay? And they can cut your hours down. I've had a friend last year that her, you know, and it also in the United States, this is election year. So whatever president is in office, a lot of these corporations that support them are going to try to make them look good, okay? And, you know, up in wages. And I had a friend of mine last year, she had her wage up, and her hours were cut to 10 hours, 10 to maybe 14 hours, all right, a week. Yeah, they gave her a raise because it looked good on paper, but the hours were cut. So that's one thing I want to talk to you. Next thing I want to talk to you about is Twitter. That's right, Twitter, some people know it as X. I have recently seen that Twitter changes subjects now. Subject number 2, in the United States, the news, Twitter has changed and turned into a pro-white, pro-right platform in which they passive-aggressively, and when something's done passive-aggressively, it's harder to detect, but they are passive-aggressively showing negative images and videos and fight videos and of Afro-Americans and people of color, okay? And they're trying to push violent actions and showing videos of violent actions that police have done and is doing and trying to justify it, okay? Towards everyone, not just Afro-Americans, not just Latin, white people too, and trying to justify it. Just say, don't you think that they deserve that? You know? And they're bombarding X, or aka Twitter, with all these images, okay? And a lot of people, a lot of advertisers are pulling away from Twitter and X, okay? And I might stop watching that altogether, because it used to be a good place, especially before Elon Musk took over. It used to be a good place to get news, especially if some lights went out or bad weather here in Pennsylvania. You know, you could get it first on Twitter and then later hear about it on the news, on the radio, whatever. But you would get it first on Twitter and realize what's going on, okay? Not anymore. You very seldom get any news, because they're bombarded with fighting videos. And of course, it's almost always black people fighting other black people, or trying to persuade black people as animals almost. And it's I mean, if you look at, you'll see what I'm telling you. And it's really became a pro-white platform and a pro-right platform. And every once in a while, you get a non-biased news article, but now it's just really, and it's gone downhill majorly. And if you don't know about Elon Musk, he's been sued for discrimination. His company has, and they literally lost, okay? These days, any company being sued for discrimination and loss is very, very rare, because the lawyers are so good and they're so skilled at discrimination laws that it's almost impossible to win. So when you lose, you know it was pretty bad, okay? And the things he allowed his employees to do to Afro-Americans and non-white people on his job sites is horrible. And post these things on his job site is horrible. And he's lost, and he's paying all that money out. Also, recently, and because he has so much money, he was able to keep a lot of that under wraps. But recently, he also went on an anti-Semitic rant like crazy and never apologized for anything. Just went off, okay? And this really shouldn't surprise you, since he's really good friends with you know, Kanye West, and he's good friends with Trump and all these other people who are anti-Semitic. Also, what's coming out is that he was really good friends with Jeffrey Epstein, okay? And he actually, for years, took advice from him, okay? And rode on his plane, okay? All this is coming out now. Yeah, his name is on the list, you know, as well as Donald Trump's is. So he's slowly losing advertisers. He's losing money, okay, big time, all right? And yeah, people are buying his cars and stuff, but there's a lot of people that stop buying this stuff and struggle buying gas cars again, okay, literally. And if you, that's why I'm kind of easing away from Twitter or X, you know, and hopefully I'll find another place to get my news, instant news, instead of that, because I mean, it has gotten horrible, okay? And if it's not porn site, if it's not porn, then there's someone trying to you know, get you to talk to them so they can get money out of you, okay? And then it's gonna be propaganda, negative propaganda of super right wing, and this videos against Afro-Americans, fighting videos and stuff like that. And even twerking videos. They have tons of twerking videos, but they're acting like that Afro-Americans are the only people that twerk, which is, so you know how insane that is. But yeah, it's gone downhill bad. So Twitter, aka X, has just really gone downhill, and Elon Musk, he's trying to cover his butt, okay, because the truth is coming out about a lot of stuff, and it's not looking good, okay, and as well as his ideas and the things he supports. So I wanted to talk to y'all about that. And have you visited, I want your opinion, have you visited Twitter or X lately? And what do you think about it? Have you seen these as well? You know, these, and they're doing it in a passive aggressive way, as in saying, don't you think that's right for that cop to beat him like that? Don't you think that's right? Look at how these people are acting, you know, trying to portray, they're not showing Afro-American scientists. They're not showing Afro-American lawyers or anything like that. No, they're trying to show people at their worst, okay, as if that's all they do. And I wanted to know if you've seen that, if you saw that change that's going on over at Twitter, and how Elon Musk is trying to cover his butt, especially since his name is all on Jeffrey Epstein's, and his pictures are all with him, you know, all over the internet now. Okay. All right. And that is brief U.S. news I wanted to give to you. And I want your opinion, but be civil. And I shall wrap you later. Peace.